everyone. Welcome to season 2, episode 6.
Special one we got here.
Real special. Best one yet.
I think for sure.
Revolutionary episode.
Danika swears that it's revolutionary, but I'll give a little pushback.
I want somebody to name an episode, name a podcast that did this. This is groundbreaking. This is worldwide, but technically it's not worldwide. But we're here.
It's definitely North America wide.
North America wide, baby.
Yep.
What do we got, Jess?
We spent some time. We chatted with a bunch of WMX Canada contenders and racers that race the West. Some that are gonna race the East, and we just chatted up and just learned their personalities a little bit more.
Yeah, WMX Spotlight. I loved it.
Yeah, it was very cool. I was very excited.
Y'all are in for a treat for this listen.
Yeah, it's got like, I don't know how many did we talk to, like probably 9 or 10.
Yeah, for sure.
And I would say I went in thinking like it was going to be something, and then we came out with something so much better than I imagined.
I almost cried. I had like some great feelings. So yeah, we're going to jump right into all these, but what a treat. We're going to have to do this more often.
Definitely. We're going to have to deep dive with each one of these ladies too, because it wasn't enough time. We were trying to keep them around like 15, 30 minutes each.
Yeah.
And it was just like, I could have talked to each one of them for at least an hour.
Well, and everyone's traveling. Like these ladies have the coolest backstories. I feel like for each person we talked to, every single one of them was a different personality.
So different.
Like these girls are going to have the greatest fans. Like you can be whoever you want to be. Like if I was a little looking up and listening to all these girls, man, would I be stoked. So yeah, I think we'll tag everyone's socials in the notes so you can go follow them, their journey.
Yeah, for sure. And tell us who else you want to hear on one of these. Tell us who you want us to deep dive with first.
For sure, yeah, because like we didn't exclude anyone for any reason. We just sent out some messages and tried to hammer some out in a day, and we can't wait to have more ladies and to deep dive into these ladies a little bit more.
Yeah, so let's get into the first one. Who do we got first?
I think are we going, what order are we going to go in? What do you think?
I don't know. I guess we'll talk it out here as we're recording.
Why not?
I don't know. I don't know who we should start with. I guess we should probably start with the champ.
Yeah.
The West champ.
The one and only. 2025.
West WMX champion.
Katrine. This escalated quickly. I love that we both went to Katrine.
That is her name.
That is.
Should we talk about that a little bit? I think we talked about it in the interview.
We talked about it a bit, but we got Katrine Ferguson.
Yep. First one of 4 sisters, one of 3 that raced the series.
Yeah, and she just left the 2025 WMX Canada West Coast Swing with the number 1 plate.
Winning 5 for 5 motos.
Perfect season so far.
Perfect season.
Ooh,
yeah, and she's heading east too, so we're not done seeing her.
Yeah.
So we can hop into that interview now.
Let's do it.
All right, I think we get into it with the most exciting part. Big one in the West. How does it feel?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty stoked about it. Yeah, no, it's really cool. I would say that I didn't really expect that like the season like that so far, so I'm pretty happy with it. Felt like I had really strong rides, and yeah, I'm just really stoked that I started the season off pretty strong.
Does it kind of feel like surreal at this point? Like you're kind of like at home now? Like where's the trophy? Like what are we dealing with back home now?
Well, the trophy's up in our staircase so everyone can see it. It's pretty cool. I think that the coolest part was, I was looking at my Instagram bio and I was like, wait, like I can put like time Canadian national champion.
Yeah.
So that was like, I don't think it really set in for a while. Like I was kind of like, okay, like that's really cool. And I was kind of just like chilling. And then when I did that, I was like, wait, like I'm a national champion.
Yeah.
Wait a second.
That's like sick how you like kind of like feel that, and like it took like that step to be like, oh shit, like this is real. Like this, I'm adding this. Did you add it to the bio? Is it there?
Yes, it's in the bio. If you go look, I put it in there.
Yes, dog. That's sick.
That's so sick.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, it's really cool. But I try to like not. Obviously, first moto, I let the highs get pretty high, but after that, I try to like there's still 6 more rounds to go. Yeah, the West Coast Championship, but East Coast is still around the corner, and I gotta focus up for that. I'm trying to kind of stay focused on that, and I think like that I don't want to like celebrate it too much because I gotta stay focused and locked in for East Coast.
What are your? That's for sure. That's for sure. But also celebrate it. Remember, this doesn't last forever. This doesn't always happen. Enjoy the moment. It's definitely worth celebrating. But I get it. So going into the East, what are your expectations? Obviously, now you got the 1. Are we going in for a 1 again?
I think that, like that's always the goal. I'm always trying to push towards being number 1, but I think that I feel like there's a deeper pool of riders out East. There's a lot of girls in Quebec, Ontario. I know that Jamie's coming down from the States. So I feel like we'll have a deeper pool of riders and a lot more competition. So I would be happy. Obviously, I want to win, but I would be happy with being consistently on the podium, especially since this is my first year kind of being really up there with everyone. Mm-hmm. So I'd be happy with that.
That's cool. When we talked before, like just like off the record, we chatted and it was like going to Cold Lake wasn't really full 100%. At what point were you guys like, yeah, we're going to Cold Lake?
Well, yeah, like we talked about earlier, like we weren't really planning on going, and I think that I don't know, before we got to Calgary, we kind of decided we were gonna go to Cold Lake. I think that I spent a month in Oklahoma training by myself. So my dad was there for a week and then he left. So I was there for like 3 weeks on my own. And my dad came back like the last day of training and watched me. And I think that maybe he saw like that I kind of got better a little bit. Ooh. I was like, okay, fine, we'll go to Cold Lake.
Oh, that's funny.
So Dad made the final call.
Dad was like, ooh, yeah, it might be worth the drive.
Yeah, definitely out of the way, but I think it was worth it now. So.
Yeah, for sure. I bet he feels the same way.
I think so too. He's pretty stoked.
That's pretty sweet. Maybe talk a little bit about Oklahoma, like mostly, obviously the riding and everything, but let's hear about the pig.
Oh, the pig is birthday. Birthday is his name.
The pig's name is Birthday?
It's a savage. It's actually, yes, his name is Birthday.
Oh my God.
Rob's kids named it that. Yeah, he's a savage. Like, he actually torments us. We started giving him food, and you can't give him food because he comes and he literally would sit in front of our door, and we couldn't get back in our camper because he's so fat. And he would if one of us would get in the camper, he'd wait in the area, and if one of us got back from riding and went into the camper, he'd start ramming the door and squealing so loud.
Birthday's a little savage.
So, yeah, Whoa. He was crazy. But no, Oklahoma was really good. We've never really committed to a specific training place for a full year. So this is the first year we did that, and we really, really love it there. We obviously I got a lot better over the winter, and I think it was super Rob obviously was super good, and it was super helpful to train and we ride a lot there as well. So I really like having that seat. And I just felt like we really gelled, the training really worked with my riding style. So I was super happy about that.
Yeah, especially it showed for sure. You left the West with a number 1, and that's incredible. And so after you wrapped that up, you all went home. Did you have some watch parties? Did you watch those races back? What was the feeling of any of that if you did watch some of them?
Yeah, well, we watched Calgary right after, same night, and I like to go watch and look, and it's pretty cool because I find that the broadcasting is pretty this year I find it's a lot better, but they kind of focus on one person, and I never have really gotten any TV time before. Some rare races I'd get some time, so it's really cool to watch my motos and see those passes and stuff, and kind of relive it off the bike where I can actually think and observe on what was happening. So that was really cool. And then I think I watched Cold Lake. I really liked Cold Lake. I was super stoked with that track. So I watched that race probably 3 times on the way home. And And then, like, okay, this is kind of gross, but, like, it was pretty cold in Cold Lake. So I hadn't, like, taken a shower that weekend. But, so I was, like, so excited to get, because, like, the camper, there's no pressure or anything. It's not hot water. Like, that would have just sucked. So on the drive home, I'm, like, tired. I feel gross. I'm like, I'm so excited to go home and have a shower. My mom's like, okay, like, so, like, 2 people are coming and they want to just say hi to you, but I told them that you're going to go have a shower really quickly first. And I was like, okay, sick. Get home, those people are there. And I'm like, oh, like, I really just want to go in my bed and, like, sleep and stuff. So whatever. I go shower, I take a 15-minute shower, come back, get dressed, walk upstairs. There is a whole party at my house.
Oh,
There's probably 30 people. I was like, what is going on?
Oh my God, you're probably so
stoked.
overwhelmed and like stoked, but like, man, I thought I was gonna be able to go sleep now.
Yeah, so there was like 30 of my really, really close like friends and like family and stuff that came. CL organized all of it as a surprise, and it was really awesome to see everyone. And then we watched all the motos, and I got to talk and like tell everyone. And I think like that also like was one of the times where I could be like a little bit cocky and be like, yeah, like I'm the champ.
That's awesome. And so like at this party, like who showed up? Was that Kitty or did Katarumphine show up to this?
Well, both made an appearance, me and Katarine on a t-shirt. So
Both in the same place at the same time.
Who made the t-shirt? We got to know who had this t-shirt first.
My really good friend, his name's Corey Fiddler. He's been like my 're1 supporter for so long. He made the t-shirt. Yep.
And are they available for purchase yet?
I think we're gonna drop it as merch. It's pretty sick. But like he was taking orders from everyone there. Everyone was like, "Oh, I want a t-shirt. I want a t-shirt." I'm on it, guys. Like, I'm making more. And I was like, and get this. So that's on Monday, whatever. And then we go to like my home track that we go Wednesday practice every week. He wore the shirt there too. He was like, he had it up on his truck like a flag. Like, it was on display the whole night, and I was like, oh my gosh, what's going on?
I'm just going to jump in real quick for anyone that's listening to this. On the live broadcast while Kitty was winning, her name on the TV somehow got Triumph put into the middle of it, but it ended up turning into Katarumphine, and it was like the craziest. Jess was literally screaming. Like, it was just the wildest thing that we've ever seen. And now we're just owning it, and like now this championship shirt's come out, and oh my God, it's just so great.
Gold. So it might be the greatest meme shirt of all time.
Yeah, I call it her alter ego, so I love to hear that. And, like, that's so cool.
It is my alter ego.
Yeah, take my money.
That's so
Don't worry,
sweet.
I'll make sure one's made.
Perfect.
The worst part is like I'm talking too, so like my mouth's wide open. I got a mic in my face, and I look stupid.
No, that looks the coolest.
Good. Yeah, it couldn't be better. I think that was so well done.
That was great.
And like that would only happen to me. Like, of course.
Oh, that was really good. Let's talk a little bit about like obviously there's 4 sisters. That's the big talk. How do you guys get it done mechanic wise? Like you only got 2 parents. Like how do we get this done on a race day?
So it's really a one-man show. My mom, she doesn't know anything about dirt bikes. I would not let her touch my dirt bike. I don't let her start my dirt bike at all, and it's just a button. I don't trust her to touch it. So it's really my dad. I don't know how he does it. It's crazy. Yeah, it's pretty tough, and we don't have a lot of time in between motos either. Like practice to first moto, it's like an hour. So we gotta wash all 3 bikes, oil our chains, make sure our filters are good, and then we gotta wash our boots and get changed. So yeah, he does everything. I don't know how he does it because Ani is pretty good on the mechanic stuff. Like she can do tires and stuff like that and like more complex stuff. Téa too, I'm a little bit on the lesser side. I'm not a huge mechanic. It doesn't really interest me super like a lot, but I know how to swap my wheels, swap forks, like do oil, air filters, stuff like that. But other than that, it's my dad, and he's the full time in the shop. Gets back from work in the shop.
And will he be at all the East rounds with you guys then?
Yeah, he'll be at all of them. He might fly home like during the week to go to work and stuff like that, but he'll be at all the rounds.
No, that's cool. Well, that's awesome. Well, we're stoked to talk to you. That was we just had those few questions that we kind of wanted to like dive in just a little bit, but obviously we'll have to do a full dive in episode one time with you, just a whole thing. So we appreciate your time on here.
For sure. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, and congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, no, I'm so happy that you guys are doing this, bringing some more attention onto the women's motocross scene. I think that there's a lot of potential and we can bring a lot to the sport. So I'm glad that someone's giving us a little bit more attention, or the attention that we deserve, I think.
I appreciate it. Yeah,
you deserve.
You guys very much deserve all this. And yeah, hopefully just these little things start getting some more eyes on it. And you are all setting, like, you're all role models for who's watching you. Like, you got to think, like, you're on the top step of that podium for 2 weekends in a row and all the rounds. And, like, you got to think of all those little girls, boys, adults, like people that are standing there in that crowd watching, looking at you, and like you just made it available to them to have that goal to set to go do. So like you gotta be so proud of yourself. And like moving into the East, yeah, we're stoked to see how it goes. So no, thanks so much for giving us your time.
Yeah, no, we're excited. Super happy to be here.
Next up, we've got Destiny Slingerland. This ripper resides in Cowley, Alberta. That's where she's from.
Yep. Windy spot up there.
Windy spot.
But she's got a track in her backyard. She's always riding, and it paid off this year with a
big payoff.
Big payoff.
She's
first podium.
Leaving the West with
number 3.
The
Notorious. So we'll get into it. Let's talk about your off season. How was going down south for the winter? That was the first time. What was the experience like?
Yeah, that was a really, really cool experience. I've never been to the States before, so we only went for a month, which wasn't a whole ton of time, but it was a decent amount to get to. We got to learn a lot, and it was just a really cool experience. We got to hang out with the master pools. They're super cool, and yeah, they're just like, it's really good, just really good people, really good place.
Do you think you'd go back again next year? And would you like want to go longer, or like what is that in the works?
We've talked about that already. Yeah. Hopefully we're hoping next year, like we'll be going back hopefully, and we're kind of thinking 2 months, but it's not like in stone, but we're hoping to do long, just not like super long. We're not going to go for 5 months, but we'll try to get 2 months in for.
Yeah, because right now, like, Destiny, how old are you? Like, you're in school right now, right?
I'm 16, so I'm still pretty busy with school. It sucks, but life, I guess.
And are you doing homeschooling program right now, or are you still having to go to like in-person classes?
No, I'm online right now, so
awesome.
It's
at least then
better.
Be able to like kind of manage that. Like if you did go down south for 2 months, at least you could still manage like being like online for school and stuff. So that's cool.
Yeah, and then I be used to it, so it'll be good.
How long have you been doing online school?
Like this, only this year.
Oh, cool. That's sweet.
And before that, I was just homeschooled. So.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, that's sweet. So you've never gone to like an actual, like take a school bus into a school?
No, I have not.
Oh, wow. Is there a school? There is a school in where you are, right? Or is everybody homeschooled?
Yeah, there's one like 5 away. Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. That's sweet. Oh,
yeah.
That's pretty neat. So what's your plans for the East? Like what races are you hitting up? Anything set in stone? Has anybody reached out team-wise? Anything?
No teams so far, but we're hoping for Walton for sure. We were thinking Deschambault, but I'm not sure. Like I kind of thinking not anymore. We're hoping for Walton for sure, and yeah, I'm not sure that'll change or not, but
yeah, for sure. Huh. And that would be your first time heading east, like at all. You haven't been there yet, right?
Yeah, first time.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, well, first time because we're just coming off of a podium from the West. Like, I guess after you went down there training in Texas for a little bit, like heading into this season, like were you kind of expecting that? Like, what were you like? What were your expectations coming into this West series?
Oh, you know what? After last year was just, it was so bad. Came in and I was like, I don't really care where I end up. Like, I know I have good speed and I have talent, so I'll end up where I end up. But my biggest goal was just fun because last year just kind of ruined it for me. And this year coming in with just like the mentality of just like, I just want to have fun. I don't really care where I end up was really good. Made it a lot more fun.
Yeah, a little bit less pressure, and then you totally perform. So no, that's awesome.
That's good to like figure that out young too. Like you just need to focus on having fun, and then obviously the results delivered.
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely helped. That's fair.
That's sweet. What was it like to get up on the podium? Like how excited were you in Calgary?
Oh, dude. After the fact, like after I got back to the trailer, I was like stoked because I was like what? Like I just did that? That's crazy. But in the moment, I was scared first of all to get interviewed. I was like shaking, but in the moment, I was more focused on like the overall for the West. So like just thinking about what I all need to do and then I did wrong in the race. And it's just like, it was kind of a bummer, like look back because like I should have been more in the moment, but I do feel it now. And it's like, I am happy about it for sure.
Sinking in a bit.
knowing that I can do better, I was a bit disappointed.
That's cool. You're still so young. Like that's so sweet to be figuring all that out like right now. Where's the trophy in the house right now?
Sitting on the desk. Waiting to be hung up.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Or given to Frank.
Oh,
that's nice. So you did wrap up the West. We're maybe heading east for Walton. We're kind of asking all the girls just to kind of showcase like how their program's going. But like, what was your mechanic setup for the West? And like, if you head to Walton, like, who's helping wrench on bikes? Like, are you doing a bit? Do you got dad there? Like, what's our setup?
Yeah, basically just me and dad. So just doing Walton, it'll probably be me and my dad, and we'll see. We'll like kind of want to just fly up because we have people, we have friends that we met in Texas that live like 10 minutes track. So we would just stay with them and see if we could ship my bikes up with someone, but not 100% sure yet.
That's awesome. Well, at least like, yeah, if we find out somebody has room in their trailer or whatever or something, that would be sweet.
We'll find room.
We'll get those bikes out there.
That's sweet. That's really exciting. And then do you think the plan would be, it's so far like in the future now, but like next year, would you want to do the full across country racing?
Oh, that's hard. It's a very big commitment. I would want to for sure. It's just, it's a long time away from like home and stuff. And then obviously a lot of but it depends like the type of support that I have next year and where I am. Like, I would like to.
Yeah, like a nice fly in, fly out program, just bikes ready at the track for you. You just pull up with your OGO bag, gear in it. That would be ideal.
That's what I'm saying, man.
That's perfect. Awesome. I think that was great.
Yeah, that's kind of all. So yeah, thanks so much, Des. And yeah, we appreciate you getting on the call, and we'll obviously chat to you real soon.
Yeah, thanks for having me on, guys. This is wicked.
All right. Next up, we got Hannah Cole from Nova Scotia.
Big old 44-hour drive for her to get out west.
55-hour drive. I think in the interview, maybe she says that from Cold Lake to her house was like 70 hours or something ridiculous.
Holy shite.
Yeah, she went far.
Yeah, from the Scotia.
The
Nova
East
Scotia.
Coast to pretty much close to the West Coast.
Yeah. And she came out and she left with a bang.
She left with a bang. She left for that podium spot.
Yeah, got a podium spot in Cold Lake. And overall, she's heading out of West with
Number 4 overall.
4th OA.
Yep. I think she's going east, hoping to get on that podium a little more and have a little fun.
Heck yeah, let's jump into it.
All right, so let's talk about the West a little bit. Did you come out here kind of expecting that? How do you feel leaving?
I didn't really know what to expect, honestly. I mean, it was my first time ever out there. And last year I only did 4 of the East Coast rounds. So like doing the series was kind of new to me anyway. But I didn't really I knew where I wanted to be, but also didn't really know who was going to be racing, and everyone comes back fast from the year before. So you never really know what to expect. But I was definitely happy leaving with my first podium, because if I didn't, I think I would have been not overly impressed.
Yeah, you're kind of leaving the West on a high. So I guess like what's your expectations now heading east?
I know there's going to be more girls once we come to the East Coast. Like, I know there's probably a few other girls going to come up from the States even. So I know it's going to be challenging, but I feel like no matter who's here, I definitely want to be like fighting for a podium every weekend. Like that shouldn't be like a once in a blue moon thing. Like it should be an all the time thing, I guess.
Yeah, for sure. That's the expectation now, is like podiums. Once you get it once, it's like, that's what I want all the time.
That's where I belong.
Yeah. That's sweet.
Yeah.
That's sick. So can you talk a little bit about your like riding and racing down south? 1, what did you do this winter? Did you go down there? And then 2, maybe like give us a little outline of like the experience doing Loretta's and any other like fun races down there.
Yeah, I obviously trained for a couple of months this winter at just outside of Jacksonville, Florida. So that was definitely good to be there. Like just ride is good, but when you have someone to tell you what you're doing wrong, makes a big difference, even when you don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
But that's definitely helpful. But on the racing side, we didn't do a ton this winter. Like in the years before, we've done like springeting and freestone. But it's just so far to go over there and then home. So we decided not to do that this year. But we did like a few winter am races just for fun in January. But yeah, other than that, we didn't do a whole lot of racing. But I did Loretta's 2 years in the girls 11 to 16 class, which was always challenging, but really cool to experience. Like kind of qualifiers all over the place and things you get to see, and then you never really, like, everyone talks about it, but you don't really know what it's like until you actually go. So
Yeah.
it was definitely really cool to get to experience, like, going to Loretta's and being there. And then to get to do it 2 years in a row was definitely pretty cool.
Yeah, that's for sure cool. That's like that's a core memory. You'll remember that forever.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, and you're really clocking the miles still, even without going to the U.S. Like you drove a long way out west. Now you're already back home on the east side. But with the East Swing, what race are you looking forward to the most?
I'm looking forward to the first round, like going to a new track for the series. I feel like that will be fun.
Hannah,
I
Cole,
definitely.
that is
What?
not the right answer. You need to pick Riverglade.
Just wanted this to be a meatball question that you just said. Riverglade. And I'm so
softball.
happy that you said it.
We softballed
Saint
you in.
Julie.
St. Julie over Riverglade?
Yeah.
I mean, have you been there lately?
I'm kidding.
I mean, like, I like it, but do I love it? No.
Oh no!
That's
We
so
love
awesome.
Riverglade.
Well, that's cool that you're looking
You
forward to
love
that.
Everglade?
Oh,
I love Riverglade. Riverglade's my true love. Like if I get married, it's probably gonna be at Riverglade.
dude, this guy would kill for Riverglade. Like this is
Like I would go to war. Like right now, if they were threatening to put a bus station on Riverglade, I'd be on a watch list.
yeah. They would have to put her in jail.
We're just gonna let Calgary go to the streets. Everglade is here to stay.
Yeah, exactly. Couldn't be more true.
Yeah, this
I
guy's
can agree
crazy.
that sometimes the track isn't the greatest, but the vibe, man. Oh, the vibe. I love that place.
Riverglade last year was my best finish, actually.
See, there you go.
So I
So that
guess
should be what
I
you're
have to
looking
be.
for. See?
Okay, maybe I'll change my answer then.
Oh, we got a winner.
Bing, bing, bing. And is that Hannah's closest national? Like
Oh,
that
for
would
sure,
be like
yeah.
home. That's hometown. That's home track.
Yeah,
national.
that one's 2.5 for us.
Okay,
So
yeah.
that's the only one under double digits of hours of driving.
So that's where you'll have all the friends and family just really showing up for that one.
Oh,
Yeah, it's always kind of special there. I've done it a couple years. I always wanted to do it when I was on my Super Mini, and they would not let me. Like for the life of me, like 2 years we tried to do it, and now the first year I got off of Super Mini, they're like, okay, go for it, guys.
Oh,
That's so annoying.
That's the worst.
Yeah.
That's tough. I feel like Riverglade would be fun too, like especially if you get on the podium there, everybody will go nuts. Imagine Larry just on the side, he'd be losing it.
Yeah, it would be pretty hype.
That would
I won't
be
lie.
sick. That would be the best.
So Hannah, for the East rounds, and I guess you just wrapped up the West, but I guess mostly moving into the East. What's your mechanic setup for the East? Like, what type of program are we running?
Me and my dad.
That's sick. That's what we're asking all the girls because it's like the WMX programs all have something so like innovative and stuff that like everybody doesn't really know, like how we get it done.
Yeah, there's a lot of work that goes into that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we definitely have like a lot of help from other people. Like I said, like Jeff Ryan helps us out a lot because he just seems to know everything that I ask. But yeah, for the most part, it's just me and my dad. Jeff helps us out a lot, but like at the track and leading up to, it's usually just me and him.
Oh, that's cool. And is that same thing for like traveling? Like you guys are driving truck and trailer, just like you and your dad to each round then?
Yep, it's usually always me, my dad, and Henry, our dog.
Oh, Henry. You gotta meet that guy.
I can't believe as soon as you said Henry, I was like, oh, I probably should have brought Danika over to pet that
Dang.
dog.
Now we gotta come to River. Now we gotta come to
See,
Riverglade.
Danika, we have Danika almost convinced to come to Riverglade.
Henry sealed the deal.
There we go.
Yes, you're okay. You guys are hyping Riverglade up so much. Now you just cannot come. Like you can't just bail now.
Yeah, it would be insane if you
Dude,
didn't
she's
come.
holding me at gunpoint to come to this race. So,
I am.
yeah.
It's like she's just got to experience it. Like I can't articulate how good it is, and then you watch. It's gonna be a shit show. I'm like, it's gonna be good.
There's like, I feel like it's the most spectators out of any round. Definitely.
For sure. Like, and that's the thing is like the only ones that compete would be Deschambault and Walton, and that's because everybody's staying there for a week. It's a like full amateur national.
Yeah.
And the spectators compete with Riverglade. Like you could argue that Riverglade has more than those two. So it's crazy.
It's always every year. It just always seems like it's so packed there. But the community and stuff, and they advertise a lot. So
yeah, and it's
I
like
do see
where it
it
is.
comes from.
Like Salisbury, like the town it's in, is like the epitome of the target audience of moto. Like they are it.
Yeah.
So it works out really good. It's so sweet. I love it. Well, that was great. I think we covered everything we needed to cover.
Yeah, that's it. So yeah, thanks so much, Hannah. And obviously we'll want to do like a full in-depth one here pretty soon, but we just wanted to call and have a quick little chat. So appreciate your time.
Yeah, see you in the East.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for inviting me to join.
Of course, every time.
Jumping in, we've got Ève Brodeur on the phone next.
Ooh, multi-time Canadian champ. She's solidified her name into the like history books of
Legend.
Canadian WMX.
She thinks she's gonna go away as she gets older. Are you kidding me? She's a legend.
She's like the icon of the sport for like this generation
Yeah.
of kids. Like she can't go anywhere.
No, she's forever gonna
She's
be
in it.
hassled by us.
She talks a lot about this one. In this interview, she talks about like having fun again with the sport and stuff. It's really cool to hear.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's jump into the 2024 West champ, Ève Brodeur. All right, so we'll start it off with how was your retirement going, and what was the winter like? Not like having a season to go into.
Yeah, so it's been fun to be retired, although I'm still kind of riding quite a bit at the moment. This winter, I really stopped thinking about things. It was nice to not have the pressure of oh, all the girls are getting ready. They're down south. I'm in university. I don't have time. I was just doing my own thing. I was working. But I quickly figured out that without I eat, I still need to go to the gym because I wanted to fit in my gear this summer. So I try to stay active, find something to do. I do CrossFit quite a bit. And yeah, I just work. That's pretty much it. But it's fun to plan my summer and not have to worry about being on all the time and actually be available to do stuff.
Oh, that's pretty sick. Here's the real question in it all. How's Sylvain taking all this?
Well, he's up to a few races in the States. He keeps up with all the results from everyone. And to be honest, I think I've been more involved in motocross the past 2 weekends watching Katrine Ferguson than we have in years while I was racing. We've been watching every race, watching every lap time, texting all day. So it's been super fun, but I think he definitely has FOMO. But you know what? We knew this coming.
He had time to settle it. That was actually our next question was, have you been watching? What do you think? Obviously you guys got close to the Fergusons last year. What's it been like?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I've been watching live all the time, every race, practice races, and I've been so sad that they don't stream the first because stuff is happening and we don't know what's going on. We've been keeping up. We have a group chat with my dad, my boyfriend, my mom, Katrine's mom, Katrine, and then she was texting us real time during the races. Okay, she got the whole shot. Couldn't see right away, right?
Yeah.
So she was texting us updates, and we're hearing in the group chat, and it's just been so funny. We've been keeping up and trying to give her tips from far away.
Oh, that's cool. We love that. Yeah, that's sweet. So you're having little watch parties then.
Yeah, well, me and Sylvain don't live together anymore. We live a few hours away. So I've been watching my own with Marco, my boyfriend, and then he's been watching with my mom. And even Pat, our mechanic, Katrine's mechanic from last year, was watching his own house. So we're all tuned in and watching from afar, boxing in the chat real time.
Oh, we love it. That's so rad. So let's hear about
but it's been so cool to.
Oh,
yeah.
no, you
I
keep
was just
going.
gonna say it's been so cool to see the young girls, and I think I was watching the first race and I was sad because everyone was yeah, we're glad that it's a new winner and we're glad that we can win championships, and I was you guys didn't like me there. No, it's awesome to see. That's one of the things I was excited about. I decided to retire, and I was I'm excited to see young blood fight for it. These girls, I think they've been so just acquainted to oh, I guess we're gonna battle for a podium. Nobody was battling to win, I feel so it's been awesome to see these girls come in hungry and wanting that championship.
Yeah, for sure. It's definitely a thick, deep crew that all could win a moto easily now.
But with you now,
sure.
what's your plans? What's your East plans? Are you maybe showing up to a couple of rounds still though?
Yeah, I think I might do just the one back. I was planning on doing the Deschambault for sure, and then St. Julie went up in the air, and then Matt from KTM was oh, we'd like you to race. I've been having a lot of shoulder issues from last year when it dislocated in Riverglades, so we still have some ways to go before St. Julie. For now, the plan is that I'll be at St. Julie and Deschambault, but I'm not going there to win or ruffle any feathers. I just want to spin some laps, see the people. I am the same way. I have 4 hours on my bike. So like when I say there's no pressure, there's really no pressure. I am as unready as someone can be.
That's fun though. It's probably been a while since you've been able to do that.
Yeah, we've been laughing because I'm still struggling to find myself going to the back and just riding to have fun. Like I've always ridden to like win. I've always ridden to like beat people. So now I show up to the track and I don't have that goal anymore. But I don't know how to ride and just have fun. And then Marco's like, just go like woohoo every time you jump and I try to have fun. And I'm like, how?
Oh, that's so sweet though. That's such like a different chapter in your life now.
Yeah, it's a different way to look at it, but I'm still not quite adjusted yet.
You'll get there.
Yeah.
So, Ève, what would be your mechanic setup for those 2 rounds then? Is Marco coming out and like he'll be helping out on bike work and stuff?
Yeah, I think so. They'll probably fight between Marco or Sylvain, but I'll let them figure it out.
Double
I
mechanic.
just show up and ride and they can figure out.
Yeah, that's awesome because we were gonna ask all the girls kind of that question just so like more people kind of understand what the WMX program is that like a lot of these girls are supplying. They're either themselves or they got family coming in and stuff. So yeah, we kind of love hearing that backstory of like what that setup is.
Yeah, I was lucky to have one season with the Thor Gas team where I had my own mechanic that was someone outside of my family, and it was my first and last time, and it was a different experience. It's also nice to have someone who knows you, but at the same time, sometimes it brings more tension because they'll be more like honest with you about some things, and you're not always like ready for it, and you're on the gate, and people will be saying stuff like, I don't know, I don't have an example, but it's just so like brutally honest, and I'm like, I'm not in the mindset for this right now. Where like, a mechanic coming from outside might not have like the guts to say it, so it brings a different dynamic. But yeah, it'll be one of the 2 guys for sure.
Oh, that's sweet. That's definitely a interesting dynamic where they both have their pros and cons for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
What do you think? And will we see you at the Walton for the women's vet class?
I don't think so. No, well, I don't think I'm old enough to be in the vet class this year yet.
Is it 25 or is it 30?
I have in mind that it's 30, but I don't know for sure. But I just did this new job and I don't actually have a lot of time off banked yet, so I don't think I'll be able to make Walton. But you never know last minute if I can pull it together. But for now, maybe not. But it's definitely one of the races that like in the future I want to get into and just do it like this one event or 2. But yeah, maybe not this year, but I don't know yet.
Have you seen like some of the girls coming out of the woodworks? Have you like noticed like Jolene signed up and Heidi's teasing it and stuff? What do you think of all that?
I have not seen it, but it's funny and I like to see it, like, because all these girls still come to Walton, but they come and they watch and they don't ride or do things. So it's fun for like the pros to get back to it, and hopefully they'll still be there when I'm old enough to do it.
For sure. I think it'll stick around. I think it's going to be good.
Yeah, that's so rad.
I'm actually pumped because we have a local race here. It's like the vet race, and then last year when I was like 24, and they have a woman's 25 plus class, but they didn't have like a regular women's class.
Oh.
And then the owner was like, "Oh, we'll just sign you up. Like nobody will care." And like all the girls were like, "No, she's not 25. She's not signing up."
Oh, no.
But this year I am 25 and I am signing up, and nobody can say anything about it.
You're like, here's my ID, ladies. We've made it.
Yeah, I'm a vet now. I'm retired.
Yeah, just a retired vet. Well, thanks so much, Ève. Like, we just wanted to get you on the call, and we appreciate your time. And yeah, hopefully see you out at one of those races then.
Yeah, I'll do all the podcasts while I'm still cool enough to do it. I figure that will go away with time.
Oh,
no way, no way.
You're cool for life.
Yeah,
You're locked in.
you earned your
Sorry.
spot in the like Legend Hall of Fame of WMX.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
you're in forever.
Yes.
We're gonna have to do a long one with you and really get into like the whole like all the details. This is just a check in for the East
Yeah,
and
just
whatnot.
a little
But
tidbit.
we'll get into a real long
Yeah,
one.
I'm down. Call me anytime. I have a lot of stuff to say, and I talk a lot, so it works out fine.
Yeah, we're here for it. Sweet. All right, thanks for taking the
having
time.
me.
Of
See
course.
you.
See ya. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, our next guest is Téa Ferguson, one of the three.
Number 5 now from the West Coast, WMX Canada.
What a finish, eh? She was pretty consistent the whole way through too.
Yeah,
5s and 6s.
well deserved. That's the best finish yet for. And let's get into it. She hasn't even been racing moto that long. Okay, we got you in the hot seat, Téa. And our first question with you is, man, like, let's talk about these starts, dude. Like, what's going on here? Have you been practicing them this season, or like, did this just come out of nowhere?
I hate practicing starts. Like, I never choose to practice them. Like, I'll do them if I have to. But I don't know. I guess I've, like, naturally been good at it, I guess. I don't know. But,
What do you
yeah,
mean?
no, I don't
know?
practice them. It just happens. I'm like, oh, like, just lining up. We'll see how it goes.
Full bike leg hole shot. Oops.
No, like, I actually have no idea how it happens. It just goes.
Do you have a concrete start in Manitoba anywhere, or is concrete pretty foreign?
We did have one, and this year, two actually.
Oh.
We did have two. One of them, they just put metal grates on.
Oh, wow.
But there's another one at Morden, Shadow
wow.
Valley, that has cement.
So are
Oh.
we like frothing for like some dirt starts now? Like, are you stoked for dirt, or do you think you're more confident on the cement now?
I think before I was like 50-50 with cement, but I feel like I was pretty consistent on the West.
Yeah.
So I think I'd rather have cement now.
Oh yeah.
So Riverglade, here we
Yeah.
come.
Yeah. Yep.
So right now, Téa, you are like, are you still in school right now? Like, what do we got happening in the life?
I just finished my classes on Friday. I have 2 exams this week, and then it's all done.
Oh my gosh! And
Whoa.
is that like what grade? Are we grade 12 or are we not there yet?
I'm just finishing grade 11, so not there yet.
Ooh, one more year for the Fergs.
Yeah, I'm scared though. I do not want to graduate high school, actually have responsibilities. No, thank you.
Homie, you could just like fail a couple classes. You can do a victory lap. Won't take much.
Right? Like, yeah, exactly. Super senior. Let's
Your
go.
mom's gonna kill for that comment. Don't worry, they'll still take you racing and everywhere. But so we're grade 11.
Exactly.
Are you like homeschool, online school? Are you going to classes? Like, how are you juggling all this?
I still go to classes. So yeah, I just like tell all my teachers in advance, and like they'll usually like print out all my papers, and I'll just like send pictures online, or I'll like write my tests when I get back and stuff. But yeah.
Oh, dude, good for you to like manage all that. And I think you're pretty busy. Like, you're not just doing obviously moto. Like, you kind of have some school sports going on as well too, right? Like, are you involved in like some team stuff?
Yeah, I did pretty much like almost all the sports they offer. The last one that we did was rugby. Unfortunately, I missed a lot of the games because of motocross, but yeah, it's super fun.
Crazy. So like, would you say like you might like dive into one of those like a little bit like heavier as you move forward, like maybe for like grade 12 or whatever, or do you think you'd still focus a little bit more heavy on moto?
I cannot imagine like putting anything but moto first. And like my teachers have talked to me about it, like, hey, like, why don't you try like trying out for the Canada team? I'm like, no, like that's gonna interfere with moto. I can't do that.
Oh
They're
my
probably
God.
so confused. They're like, what?
I know, they're like, why? Like, what is she talking about? Like, no, like you don't know.
And could like have doing all these sports and these different sports, like has that kind of helped with the cross training for moto, or like have you noticed kind of like
I think for sure.
Yeah.
Like just as like
being like a more well-rounded athlete and like staying in shape in the winter, like keeping my cardio up has like been really cool. And also like, I don't know, I cannot really sit still. Like when I was injured, I was like, is this what people who don't do sports do? Like just sit around? Like I was losing my mind.
She's like
So,
a dog walked up that just needs to go for a run. Oh my God,
so
good for
Yeah,
you.
like I'm like, I cannot, like I need to be doing anything. Like I'll play like pickleball or like badminton. Like please just get me out of here.
She'll settle for pickleball and
She'll
badminton.
settle.
She'll settle for
Yeah.
these.
I don't know if you know, but pickleball is pretty dangerous right now.
Is it really?
Oh yeah, like injuries for pickleball are like skyrocketing. Like they're like
Oh.
doctors are putting out warnings for like elderly to not play pickleball because they're seeing so many injuries in the ER. Because think about it, all these old
See, I was
farts
just
are
gonna
like,
say,
yeah,
I'm
I
like,
got this, and then
Isn't
they're
it like, yeah, I'm like, isn't it all the old people who play pickleball? Like surely it has to be like
but these
safe
old
and
people
calm,
haven't
but-
stretched in 30 years.
Yeah, you know what? That's probably it.
So Téa, I guess you've done some like team sport stuff, and then like what's that feeling? You're doing these team sports. It's pretty like heavy in school, and then all of a sudden you go to like moto, which is like kind of an individual sport. Like, does it feel like you're still kind of on a team with like your family all there, or does it feel like now it's just like yourself and you got to like prove yourself? Like, kind of like what's the feeling on that end? Like as you move to moto, being like more of a like you're just there as an individual.
Yeah, no, there's definitely a balance. And like for sure it still feels like a team, but like I'm still responsible for my successes and my failures, which I honestly would prefer it that way. Like if I have a great game and we lose miserably, like on a team, or if I have a horrible game and we win like a ton, I'm like, well, I'm still not happy. But so I definitely like prefer like, I don't know, what is it called? Solos? I don't know, like
yeah, like individual stuff.
sports.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just because then like I can carry my own stuff and like not feel guilt or like shame or whatever. But
Mhm.
it is still like really awesome to have my family and like still call us a team, and like I'll always have that support when I pull off the track and like I can support them. But I still carry my like my, I don't know, failures and my successes.
Yeah, that's cool. That's
Yeah.
the best part of moto.
Very well put, for sure.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So now that we're heading into these East rounds, we've asked all the girls this, and obviously we're not gonna kind of like blanket it, but what's your mechanic plan? Like, are it sounds like you might do some of like your own work on your bike, or like is there some things that you're doing or dad's doing?
Yeah, pretty much like I just do like the day-to-day, like I'll switch my wheels, my filter, like air and my oil, and like just like washing my bike. But anything like past that is mostly my dad. And like he puts so much work in, it's honestly like crazy. Like I don't know how he does it. But yeah, we're just so thankful. And then like for like on the line, like what Ani said, like just like hope and pray that someone's gonna be around to help.
That's so funny.
Dude, good for you. Even those little things like that's a huge step. That's like a lot of things that like a lot of people don't know how to do or like haven't had the chance to do. So like good for you to even just jump in and do that. Like that just helps with like life in general to know how to do these things.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like those are life skills to have. So
for sure.
Yeah.
So did you get like, I guess how old are we right now? 17?
yep, 17.
Do you have your driver's license?
Yeah.
Are you driving the rig
Yeah.
at all, or are we just
Oh.
passengering?
No, we're just passenger. We bring our truck out too, like to carry our tote. So I'll definitely be taking shifts with the truck, but I do not drive the camper or the trailer.
No.
I do not trust myself.
Is mom
I don't
like,
have that much experience.
is mom the one that's towing the trailer then?
She usually drives the RV, actually. She's like terrified of backing up the trailer, so usually she'll avoid that one.
Oh, good. So maybe one of you girls is just gonna like take the reins and just be the full on truck and trailer driver. Hey.
I think that'll be Ani if it's out of any of us.
Oh,
He's
sick.
you vote her in.
Yeah.
You're like, she's got it. We're
Yep,
good.
she doesn't have a choice. She's the one.
You're the chosen one.
Oh, well, that's awesome. Well, yeah, we kind of just wanted to chat to you. Is there anything else that you kind of wanted to add in there as you like head to the east? Like, do you have any expectations for that?
I didn't have any expectations coming into West Coast because I knew all of the girls were like down south, so like so much can change. And I think that's the same thing going out east. Like there's so much more competition there. So much girls have gone down south, totally different tracks. So yeah, we're just gonna line up at St. Julie and then we'll set my goals from there, I guess.
Cool. Yeah, no, that's
sweet.
a good way to do it for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, sick. Well, thanks so much, Téa. We appreciate your time and all your time, and obviously like safe travels out east, and hopefully see the whole gang soon then.
For sure. I better see you at Walton.
Oh shit! Maybe here's the call out.
You know where we might see her? We might see her
Where?
at Riverglade.
I might come watch you guys at Riverglade. I feel like that's what's got.
lobster.
We're going for a
We're gonna
lobster
go get
dinner.
lobster, and then I guess I could pack a gate if I was there.
Oh,
Yes,
we got a
we might
mechanic.
recruit you.
I'm a professional gate packer. It's all
you
it's
should
all
see
in the
her
hips.
move. Yeah. She
Okay, I'm gonna have to call dibs on you then.
she incorporates her whole body with a good gate
Yeah,
prep.
I'll make sure to like Shakira does. Like the hips don't lie when it comes to packing a gate.
they
Oh
don't
yeah,
lie.
oh yeah.
Well, sounds good. Well, thanks so much, fam, and you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend, and we appreciate your time.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you guys so much. It was great chatting with you guys.
Heck yeah!
Sounds
Okay,
good.
we'll
See you in
talk
Quebec.
soon. We've got Jamie Astudillo on the phone with us. This was a great chat.
Yeah, all the way from the America.
Where in the Americas is Jamie located?
I don't think she stays in one spot for very long.
She's on the road. She's a traveling van
Van
dirt
life
bike.
racing. Right now, she's racing down in the States. She's racing the full U.S. National Series. I'm pretty sure she's sitting in 6th in the points, which is pretty impressive because it's a stacked class.
And she's moving into the East with the number 1E, right? For WMX Canada.
Yep, 2024. She came down to the last moto. She eased Ève right out a little bit and got it. She got it done.
So yeah, it's gonna be some great racing for her. So we're stoked.
Yeah, and she's putting in a lot of kilometers too. She's going to be doing the U.S. Nationals. There's the last 3, and they kind of fall in the middle of the last round of the WMX Canada series. So she'll be going like Ironman up to Walton and then down to New York for Unadilla.
Crazy.
All within like a week.
And she's got lots of seat time this year. And man, she's been in the sport for a bit. So she's got some really good takes and some awesome insights. So let's jump into it.
All right, we'll start it off with how's the WMX US going? Like, how's that, like the first year kind of being conjoined with the Nationals on Friday and then that lucky race on Saturday? How's it been going for you?
Yeah, it's been going good. I'm sitting 6th in the championship right now, even though I've had 2 fists. So like it's one of those situations where like, oh, I'm getting 5th, but I got bumped down 1.
Yeah,
so I'm like, but yeah, that's so frustrating. When, oh no, I should be in this position, but it's like, oh, like the math is not mathing here, right? But no, it's been so far. Yeah, and it's been fun. It's been good that we're getting all this attention, and MX Sports and Christina Denny from the AMA, they're doing a really good job promoting the series and getting us in front of the fans and stuff, and just making sure there's attention on us. Obviously, Valley wasn't like it was cool that we got to race Saturday. They put us on Peacock, but it really wasn't ideal. We didn't get to do the 2 motos. We only had a 10-minute qualifier practice, and Thunder Valley is such a long track. We only got 4 laps of practice.
Oh.
Yeah, so we did the 4 laps of practice right after the LCQs for the men, and then we didn't race until like 5 to 6 hours later on a track that was just hammered all day long.
Yeah, it's completely different. You might as well not have practiced at that point or qualified.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, no, it wasn't ideal on that front, but it was, I guess, as one of the cooms said, you got to make, what is it? Lemons once you get I don't know, something lemons with lemonade or something like that. I don't know.
If you have lemons, make lemonade or something like that. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, so like it wasn't ideal, but we made the best of it that we could, and Yeah, it's been a good stretch so far. I'm excited for the next. Well, obviously the Canada swing now, and then the last three WMX USA championship.
Yeah, for sure. As a Canadian not in the US right now, it was really cool to be able to watch it on TV and hear Jason and Stuart call it. It was like it just elevated it so much. You could tell the track was gnarly and it wasn't ideal to have it at the end of a day, but they like gave kudos to that. Like they weren't shying away from that. It wasn't really ideal, but it was cool to hear them talk about you girls and just really, really like push it. It felt like.
Yeah, I think it was really like it's awesome, especially to have like Gage on and him talking about it, because he was like since he's done Loretta, a lot of the amateur stuff for so many years, he knows pretty much like all of us. I remember being in the girls class at Loretta's like on a super mini and like on the podium, and that's who was interviewing me on the podium, right? Like
that's cool.
He's known my name and said my name for so many years. I think he's the only announcer that actually knows how to say my last name correctly. But just from knowing him for so many years, and it's like he knows all of us pretty much from just doing Loretta's and announcing Loretta's. So like that was really cool, because I was like, okay, like it's that actually like knows our stories and he knows kind of what he's talking about. I didn't want to have like it sucks like if it was somebody that like didn't really follow like women's motocross and then them like not know what to talk about, you know?
Yeah, that's definitely noticeable.
But it was good that Weege was on.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, actually, like he's been around for so long. He's known pretty much all of us for like ever. So that was really cool. I actually haven't watched the moto, so I haven't seen them or heard it. But I've heard good things from both James and Weege, so that's pretty good.
Yeah, it was really good. I definitely recommend going back and watching it. It was sometimes you get watching WMX. Obviously, I consume as much as I can of it, and sometimes you get these guys and they don't know, and they're just like saying stuff and you're like, oh no, you have no idea.
Yeah.
It's like these stories are so good. You're butchering him. So it was really good to hear, and it's cool from you saying it. Like that does make sense now that you say that. Like he knew what he was talking about. It was cool.
Yeah, for sure. He's definitely been around like the amateur scene for so long that he's definitely covered like our races at Loretta's and stuff. So he definitely knows what he's talking about when it comes like to the women's side.
That's really cool. Our next question is kind of, is there something that goes on in WMX in the US or even like Loretta's or that Australia race or anything like that you think that Canada could incorporate to make our series a little more legit, a little more like some sort of improvement?
I think now I think Canada for the longest time was doing better than we were. On it, like that's why I ended going up to Canada, because I was like, well, Kyle's doing such a great job with WMX. Like we're racing on the same day, like we're getting attention, and the fans are there and they're watching us. But I think at this point, and it's no, like I don't want anybody from Triple Crown to like hear me talking and be like, oh, she's like bashing the series or whatever. No, that's not what this is. But I think it's just that like WMX here in like the AMA is like they're putting more effort into it, which I guess Triple Crown will kind of has to make that next step for WMX, because I feel like right now they're just kind of like doing the same thing every year, which is like there's no, I don't know, like with everything, not just a racing series, but like even like personally yourself, right? Like training wise, like or anything in your life, like you have to keep progressing, like you have to keep moving forward. You just can't stay in like you can't keep doing the same thing if it's never going to improve, right? Like nothing works like that. So yeah, exactly. So I think there needs to be like, I don't know. I know this is probably a controversial take, but I had this idea when they first came out with this new 3 stages thing.
Yep. I know where you're going.
Yeah, I was like, why not add a WMX rider? Like maybe even, it has to be a WMX rider, but you have to either have a pre-mix or a WMX rider.
Oh, that's
as well.
Yeah, I love that you say that, because literally Jess and I had the same conversation, because in mountain biking, like with the UCI, they do team points, and they brought in where you had to have an elite female, and I think even an elite junior. So it's like they include it all, and they're like, for better or for worse, but you're seeing more females get on teams and stuff. So it would make sense.
Yeah.
It would be
when I saw that, like, wait, that's like that was a huge missed opportunity for the WMX class, like even the premix class, right? Like I've since I've gone up, unfortunately, I've seen the numbers in both classes, premix and WMX.
Yeah.
When like the first year or like right before I went up, like when I would talk to Ève and everything, she would say like, oh yeah, we have these huge numbers and this and that. And like, we almost have 8s at some races. And I'm like, I really haven't seen that since I've been up. There's some races like that are really good numbers. Obviously, like the last round at Walton is really good because you have the trans cannons, and ECAN has pretty good numbers, or not ECAN, but the Deschambault National because of the ECAN. But like all of the other nationals, the turnout's really not anything like big. You're maybe getting 15, 20 girls. Like what I was being told before I went up is like, oh yeah, we have almost full gates every round.
There was definitely a time for sure.
I think, and so I think Triple Crown definitely needs to like kind of acknowledge that and be like, oh, well, like we're losing numbers, so we figure out a way to get numbers. And I think the biggest thing on that front is, that's what I tell people here. It's like, they're like, oh, how do we get our numbers up? And I'm like, you need to make sure that there's a reason for us to go, right? Like nobody wants to keep racing for nothing, whether that's, oh, maybe like the hopes of getting on a team, or like, it doesn't even have to be just money. Just like girls want to see, like anybody, girls and guys, they want to see an opportunity. So like people will keep putting money to go racing if they see there's a chance for them to like get a ride or something, or get some help or something like that. So it doesn't take much to get people out there, but there needs to be like a carrot to chase.
Yeah.
And right now I don't really think there is.
For sure. Without a doubt. Definitely, like you hit the nail on the head with that. That couldn't be any more
nicely
accurate.
put for sure.
Very, very accurate. It's definitely.
I'm getting a lot of the same questions like here about the like USA Championship, because we didn't really have like the greatest numbers out west. Also, there's like a lot less racers out west. So I'm like, I keep telling people, I'm like, just wait till you come east. Like, wait for these last 3 rounds. They're going to be full. Like, we're going to have a lot more girls when we come out east. But also the same thing is our purse isn't really that big. It's only to the top 5. So a lot of girls are like, well, I know I'm not going to top 5. They're like, well, there's not really much. But also we're getting more support like from, I mean, there's contingency now for top 10 from almost all manufacturers. Like you'll start seeing more and more that there's more rides being handed out. I mean, not handed out, but like, or not a lot more rides, but like there's definitely more support just from after these last 3 rounds. So I think that's definitely going to drive the girls to come and race and be like, wow, like maybe if like, you know, we can get a ride, we can get some help. Just, you know, you'll start seeing that within the next couple like weeks once we get closer to the last 3 rounds.
Cool. Have you seen like more media on the WMX down in the US like right now? Like has that been like better or bigger or has helped?
Oh, 100%. It's most, I'm going to say pretty much almost all of the media outlets right now are doing something with WMX, even if it's just like one recap section. Like I won't even say a whole article, but even if they're just putting a little section in their recap of the weekend, it'll have WMX in it, which like obviously last year nobody really cared, right?
Yeah.
And most of the media didn't even know there was a WMX series last year. So that's definitely been huge. We have like a media, so obviously we race most of the time on press day. So all the media outlets are there. We do a little, it's not a press conference afterwards. Like the men, like they have a formal press conference, but we kind of gather up at the media tent.
Like a little
scrum. A few of us after our second moto. Yeah, kind of. We just like walk in, kind of like the guys do on their press day, that they just like walk in and like the media outlets start like talking to them and do some interviews and stuff like that.
Yeah, you just give them access.
For, like, a little bit. Yeah, exactly. So we've been doing that now too. So that's a huge, huge help. And people are definitely just reaching out. Like I did a couple of things before the series even started. So like there was hype going into the championship about it. I think obviously Team USA going over to the Oceania Cup was a big help in that, getting everybody excited for the championship. So I don't know, everybody's doing their due diligence. I feel like there's no media outlet that's like completely against it. Like they want nothing to do with it. That's really good. Like everybody wants to like come and talk to us and just get a little piece of the action, I guess.
That's
Cool.
really cool. It's definitely, you can tell it's definitely headed in a great direction.
Yeah, like it's showing up for us on our end too. Like we're seeing a lot more. So I love to see it. I just wanted to make sure that it feels like the same thing for you guys, that you're being like showcased. And obviously, like you say, the more media, the more spotlight, the more people that want to do it, maybe the more opportunity for like rides and support. So yeah, no, we love that.
Yeah.
100%. Like that's the biggest thing. Like our biggest thing right now is, we're doing great and everything, but we need to get in front of people's eyes, because that's what people want to, like, that's where the sponsors want to come in, and the rides and the teams and stuff, because they want obviously their company's names on Instagram posts, on TV and all that stuff. So that's like, like we could have said, oh yeah, like why won't these teams help? But if there's no coverage, there's no reason for them to help, right? Like they'll be like, what's the point in helping if you guys don't get any coverage?
Yep, exactly.
So
and now
that's definitely the biggest thing.
Yeah, and now that you guys are getting the coverage, there's really no excuse, and that's something we talk about all the time too. It's just another piece of growing the puzzle. It's like if a little girl's sitting there watching the race and now they see all boys, if it's the whole if you see it you can be it thing, and that's one of those. If these little girls start seeing these girls under tents and then they're like, oh, I could get there, suddenly they're training and they're going to get faster even younger, and then in the next 5-10 years there's going to be a whole crop, a whole like 40 gate girls ready to race to chase that. So it's definitely in that
100%.
direction.
And that's like how it was back in the day. Like I'm a little older than most of the girls that are racing right now, like in WMX. So like a lot of these girls right now, they weren't really around for the whole Ashley Feilich and Jessica Patterson era. So like I don't know. I guess maybe like a different story. Like me and Jordan were like the same age, and we grew like Jordan Jarvis, and we grew up watching those girls, and like that was the thing for me, right? Like I had that moment of like, oh my gosh, like that's what I want to do. Like I remember going to Steel City National. It's in Pennsylvania somewhere. They don't race there anymore, obviously, but like they had a WMX race. That was my first WMX race that I had ever gone and watched in like 2010. And I have a picture of myself front row getting sprayed in the face with champagne from Ashley Feilich. That was her last title that she won. And like I remember vividly that day, like saying to myself, one day I want to stand on that podium. And so like from there on, that's when I told my parents from that day on, like I begged them to homeschool me. Like I was like, I'm going to commit full time to this. I'm going to train. I begged them for like a whole year to let me homeschool, because my brother was homeschooled at the time, like to train full time. So I was like, let me do it. Like I want to go to Loretta's. Like I want to like take this seriously. And that was kind of like, that was it. That was the selling point for me. And then that's, the rest is history, I guess. But for the longest time, like 5, 6, almost 10 years, there wasn't anything like that for girls, right? So like that's why we kind of have this like, we had this lull of talent. Like there was just like there wasn't much depth in the class. Like right now we're getting a lot more faster and younger girls right now, which is great. But like maybe like 2, 3, 4 years ago, the talent just dropped off after like the first top 5 riders. Like there was nothing there because of that, because so many girls just like had nothing to chase after, and they would stop racing after high school because they were like, okay, well now it's time to go to college or get a job or whatever the case may be. So that obviously put a hurt on the whole of women's motocross without having a pro women's moto championship. So yeah, it's good that it's back, because it grows the whole sport, even from like the grassroots, like the 50 riders.
Dude, for sure. Yeah. And like, good for you. Cause like that's a lot of time to like wait and train and like hope for something. So yeah, to see you like still grinding it out and like doing what you're doing, and like you're obviously being that role model for like so many like girls, boys, riders, like young, old. So like, no, good for you. But I guess our next question is, while you're up north here, do you have any plans to race the 250 class?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. What was that?
While you're up here in Canada, do you think you would race the 250 class while you're up here, like along with the WMX class? Like, do you think you'll try and do like the open 250?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I definitely want to do one. Like I've been wanting to do that for like the last couple of years. I don't know. I guess I'm a little delusional because I was I was training with a couple like of the Canadian guys. Like they would come down to like south of the border where I trained during the winter. And like I was battling with them. Sometimes I would beat them, like some guys that would come down, and
names.
I was like, no, I'm not giving names. I definitely don't want to do that. I don't want to throw anybody under the bus. But yeah, I was like battling and stuff like that, and I was like, what? They're like almost like, if not scoring points, like they're almost right there. So like I think I can do pretty good. So you know, that's just me in my delusional mind.
No, I don't think it's delusional.
I was like, yeah, no, I definitely want to do it. Oh well, actually, fun fact, Logan will kill me for this one. But at Deschambault last year, I was only 2 seconds slower than him. And I was like, oh yeah, I would have definitely qualified for the 250 motos at Deschambault. So I was like, yeah, I gotta race one.
You're like, I'm coming. That'd be a real awkward drive home.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's
But
sick.
I guess like kind of obviously WMX is the main focus. But like if all goes well leading into the last round, and like let's say I were to have like a decent gap to where like if I am too like if, because obviously I'm gonna have to do double duty if I want to race both. So like if I have to like conserve my energy in WMX or something like and I don't have to like, you know, do a battle like I had to last year at the last like round.
That was close. Yeah.
Yeah. Last moto, like last lap, we were going at it. If I don't have to do that again, then I'll definitely race the 250 class at Walton. Because yeah, that's just kind of like something I really want to do, especially like this year that like I am in shape, like I'm doing a full season, like I'm ready to go. Whereas like I don't really know how many more, like I don't think I'll have any other season kind of like this anymore. Like I'm probably going to dial it back after this year. So I would like to do it, like race against the guys when I'm like full prepped, like still ready to do it.
Yeah, that's so sweet. Do you know, so like the way Walton works out is I believe it's Ironman Friday, then Walton,
Yep.
and then off to Unadilla.
Yep.
Is that your plan?
Yeah. Yep, that is the plan. Yeah, it's going to be a crazy well, I mean, this whole summer has been pretty crazy. Like I've been away from home. I just got home today. Since I left for California. So it's been, I guess like 5 weeks on the road. And then I'm here for only like a week and a half before we head up to Quebec. And then I'm on the road for another, I guess, six weeks.
Sheesh. Are you going to Loretta's?
But yeah, no, I'm not doing Loretta's. I tried that. Not last year, but the year before, and that did not go well because we did Deschambault. We raced all week at the ECAN. Then we did obviously Sunday. I was down at Loretta's practicing on Monday, and our first moto of Loretta's was on Tuesday. So I had ridden like almost a week straight, and then once I got to Loretta's, I was so burnt out that like 4 laps into the moto, I was pumping up, and I was just completely dead. So
we were just talking.
That is no-go.
Yeah, we were just talking with Kiana, and she's talking about maybe trying to pull that off, and we're like, oh man, that's a lot of riding. She's young though.
That's
she's
a lot.
baby.
Maybe. Yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna definitely do. Obviously, I'll be at Ironman Friday, then shoot up to Walton and race Sunday. Probably race. Hopefully, race both WMX and 250.
That'd be sick. Have you chatted with any of the other like U.S. girls? Like maybe is anybody else thinking about it?
I don't know, like maybe for like a couple, like maybe like a round or two. But a lot of these U.S. girls really focus on Loretta's. So it's definitely tough for them to come and do like the whole championship because obviously they not have to like miss a round, but like it's definitely hard.
Yeah.
Clearly. And it's like, you know, obviously I guess Drew Adams was able to do it last year, but that was different. He was on a team like here and there. So it's not like they have to do the driving or anything like that. Yeah, that's literally all he had to do.
Yeah.
Whereas obviously on the girl side, like everybody kind of does it on their own. And obviously there's no team here and there that would like, you know, has a female rider. So, no, I don't really see any girls from down here doing a full swing, but maybe a couple rounds or two. I would like that. That would be fun.
It just feels like Walton just makes sense. I've been in a couple of their DMs just mentioning, I just sent the map of like, it goes Ironman to Walton to Unadilla, and it just adds 3 hours to your trip. That's it. Just 3 hours.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not bad. So I don't know. Maybe Jarvis might come up again for Walton. I don't really know what her plan is yet, but I know she always likes to come up to that one, so she might do that one again. But from the other girls, I don't really know. I haven't really heard too much of that. They're obviously really focused on the WMX here and then Loretta's, because it's a lot for them too now that we have the 6 rounds of that, plus you got to do the area, the regional, and Loretta's now. So these girls are still doing a lot of racing, even though they're not like doing, I guess, technically another championship, but they still got to do like the 3. Well, actually, most girls do multiple regionals just in case too. So like you got to add like double the areas and double the regionals. So it's a lot for them too.
That is a lot. That's wild.
So Jamie, with all this traveling around, obviously you're in the US and Canada, for your races, we're just asking kind of all the girls because we like to spotlight this. Like, what's your mechanic setup for all this? Like, are you doing the work? Do you have like help or?
Oh, no, I have my parents. They travel pretty much everywhere with me. My mom does most of the traveling too. But usually for Canada, it's just me and my dad. He when it comes to races, he's there every race weekend. So luckily I have help with him. But yeah, kind of like training wise, that's kind of all on me. But yeah, on the race weekends, my dad's there with me. Both my parents did the whole, just this last month swing with me. So, I'm very lucky that they are able to do that with me, and it takes a huge weight off of my shoulders having both of them there. They're amazing. It's like, I'm basically a factory rider when they're both there, because my dad does the bike work and my mom literally does everything else. She'll do my laundry, she'll do the cooking, she'll do everything. They just let me chill and relax and just focus on what needs to be done. So without them, like literally none of this would be possible.
Oh, that's so cool to hear.
Sick.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Well, I think that's it.
They're pretty awesome.
Well, we appreciate like having you on the call. We just kind of wanted to do a quick little spotlight. That was kind of all of our questions, and yeah, we appreciate that for sure. We'll have to do like a full episode catch up, whatever it works for you. Because yeah, I think that would be a great time hearing about all the intricate details of all this for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, thank you for having me.
Of course.
Thank you. Well, take it easy. It sounds like you're home right now, but obviously, we'll see you out east then.
Yeah, see you in Quebec.
Yeah, we'll see you guys soon. I'm excited. I'm actually like really happy to race a new track. Obviously, like the last couple of years, it's just been the same track. So I'm excited to go race something new. And apparently, it's not sand. I'm not a sand rider. Fun fact. I do not like the sand.
You should come west then.
No, I know. Like that's what I've always like. People have always said that, and I'm like, yeah, no, I don't like the sand. I hate the sand. So that's why I always do really good at Moncton. But everywhere else, I'm just like, kind of like hanging on for dear life. But yeah, I'm excited about. But yeah, I'm excited for the first round. I'm like excited to ride something that isn't sand up there.
Yeah, it's a fun track. It's like built in. Have you seen any videos or anything?
I think I've been on their Instagram, so I haven't seen any videos, but I've just seen like a picture. I guess like a drone. It was like a drone shot or something of it. It looks really fun, so I'm excited about it.
It's really cool. It's like in like a valley, so it's like lots of like uphills, like that like Talladega kind of Glen Helen, but like hard pack of just going up a hill like full tilt. It's really fun.
Yeah, Yeah, that looks cool. I mean, I'm excited to ride something new. I mean, that's all I've been riding recently. All of these new tracks, Pala, like Hangtown and Thunder Valley, they're all new to me. So I don't know. It's cool. It's cool riding new tracks, and yeah, I'm excited to get the Canadian Championship started.
All right, sweet. And with the number 1 on it too, it's gonna look real good.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's pretty cool. I've never actually gotten to run the number 1. Like my best finish at Loretta's was a 2, so I've gone back to Loretta's and ran like the 2 and stuff. Yeah. But like getting to run the number 1, it's pretty cool. I just got my jerseys actually today from 110 Racing, my gear company, and it looks pretty cool with the number 1 on it. I'm like, wow,
that's sick.
It's cool because it's definitely it was definitely a hard fought. Not even just last year, but like going up there for 3 years and like being like so close, but just like not being able to do it. And it's like, yes, I did it. I got the monkey off my back, and like it's really cool to get to run the number 1.
That's for sure. That's definitely a new profile picture uploading soon.
yeah, for sure.
All right, sweet. Thanks for chatting, and we'll see you out in Quebec.
Okay, next we've got Ani Ferguson.
The other sister, the third one.
What a delight they are.
Oh, so good. They all were in the same room during this.
Yeah, their audio was impeccable. So
immaculate.
Yeah, she's leaving the West Coast with 7 dub.
And I don't know if we mentioned this before, but all 3 of them, for the first time, are racing the whole East Series as well. So they're headed east.
Is it the first time that they've done West and East?
I think like last year, Kitty did a couple just by herself.
Oh yeah.
They I don't think they've all done the whole thing. They all haven't been to Riverglade ever. So
sick. So yeah, this is going to be great. And Ani has some fun stories of what happened over the winter. So let's jump into this one. Let's talk about Ani's winter. What were you up to? You were training, but I feel like you kind of got to come home with something that's a little bit exciting that might be happening this fall.
Yes, so I had an awesome winter. So I'm actually going to university starting in fall, so I'll be joining Kitty doing that. So I've really wanted, I know this is probably gonna be like one of my last few years, like taking racing seriously. So I really just wanted to have fun. I want to go do all the big races this year. So me and my dad went down to Freestone and Springading. Which was just so cool. There were actually quite a few Manitobans there, so we had lots of friends along with us. But yeah, it was just me and him went down there racing, and yeah, I was at the Freestone James Stewart race. It was actually in the junior class. I was surprised, like totally shook. I come off the finish line, and someone is waving me down. Like, I was in the 20s. Like, I did not race good. And I'm like, oh, my gosh, like, what happened? Like, what did I, like, instantly I'm thinking, what did I do wrong?
You're like, oh, my God, I'm in trouble.
And then they're, like, pointing me to the podium. I'm like, what the heck is going on? And this guy passes me a golden ticket, and he's like, you're going to JS7. And, like, I didn't even know this was the award at the time. So I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, I'm just like I got like 23rd or something. I was so lost.
But that's so exciting.
Yeah, it was crazy. I cried all the way back to my camper after that.
Oh, that's worthy of a cry for sure.
I think I probably cried for like 2 hours.
Oh my God, I bet. So can you kind of explain like what that is now? Like what does that ticket entail?
So starting, I think it's in November. I think it's just one day. We'll go down to and ride JS7 for a full day right before Minios, which just adds to like my dream summer of racing. So I think my whole family will be able to come. He did tell me I can bring my family, so I think we'll probably all get to ride there.
Did you tell him that it was a family of 4 girls that all race, and your dad's probably going to want to ride too?
Yeah. I've already had so many friends and family be like, can I be your mechanic? Like, just like say I'm your brother or like your boyfriend or whatever. Like, I need to go.
That's so funny.
Like, no, we got this lockdown.
People want to hitch along.
Yeah, for sure. That's a cool opportunity. That's going to be super fun.
And does that mean the whole fam's going down to race as well too then?
Yeah. Yep.
Ooh.
I think we're all gonna race. That'll kind of be like the height of me and Kitty's university time. So I think we'll have to figure out more closer to the date. But I think we're all hoping to go down and race. That's like a bucket list
Yeah, that's a fun
thing
one.
for us to do.
That's
What
sweet.
university is it that you're going to?
So me and Kitty are both gonna attend just U of M, University of Manitoba. It's about 25 minutes from our house. So
Oh.
it's super close. We just drive there every day.
That's awesome. Yeah, at least you're not like living on like campus or whatever. You're able to like commute from home. So yeah, that's super nice.
Yeah, especially with our racing, I think it's kind of a non-negotiable to stay close at home.
For sure.
So yeah, like even going into fall, September, October, we can still come home and ride in the evenings.
Yeah. Oh, that's good for you guys. And are you like you were for sure like you were working at Capital Motorsports, right?
Yes, yeah, I've been in September. It'll be 4 years.
Wow.
I've been there.
And are you still there right now? Like, are you working while you're trying to race, or did you get some time off from the shop there?
So one of the big things when I was hired there, so my boss Dave offered me a job, and I knew I needed to find like a really flexible job that would allow me to continue to race in the summers. So yeah, when he offered me the job, he's like, I know racing's your priority. You can go do that like whenever you want. So they're amazing. Like
That's
I'll
so
show up to
cool.
work and like I'm supposed to like work till 5, and I'm like, hey, like, is it okay if I go riding tonight? And they have no problems. Like I'll just like terrible notes. I feel so bad sometimes. And then like their busy season, I'm gone the whole
They
busy
understood.
season. So
Yeah, but you're representing the shop, and heck yeah, Capital. That's so sick to hear. And like, I guess you're kind of, it's pretty cool because you kind of had somebody mentoring you before that worked at Capital, and it almost like seems like you're like following in their footsteps a bit. Hey, who kind of would that be?
That was Jamie Bermy. She totally like raised us in the motocross world. And it was actually when she was leaving Capital, she suggested me as her replacement. And she was already done, but she stayed at the shop for coming in a few weeks just to help me out, get a hang of things. Even though there was lots of other people to help me figure it out. Yeah, she was there. So she's always been like our biggest supporter ever.
Yeah, she's kind of always been at the bat for all you girls racing and stuff. And is she still kind of involved like a little bit on your guys' program, or is she kind of like backed away a little bit?
Yeah, so her and her husband are actually a huge sponsor of ours, Jet Holdings.
Oh, that's what Jet Holdings is on the jerseys.
That's what Jet Holdings. Yeah.
Oh, that's sick.
Amy and Brett.
Oh, I thought Jet Holdings was your dad.
No, so my dad is Temple Metal Roofs.
Oh my God, we need. I'm lost.
No, that's so cool. And anyone that's listening to, Jamie Bermy was one of our top Canadian WMX racers as well too. So yeah, she's heavily involved, and you girls would have been like probably super young while she was racing the nationals. And I remember her always talking about all you, saying there's four sisters coming up. It's gonna be super cool. So it's like it's pretty surreal seeing how fast time goes, that you're all just here and like all placing in the top 10. So yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah, we really owe it all to her. Like, we raced off-road since I think I started racing off-road when I was 8 years old. And it wasn't until 2020, my first year racing nationals, that I started racing motocross full-time.
No way.
So yeah, that was all her. I don't think we ever would have ventured into the moto world if it wasn't for her.
Oh, whoa. So you guys have only been racing moto for 5 years?
Yeah. Téa, I think
shit.
Téa stayed in the off-road world the longest. I think it was 3 years ago she finally cracked and did the nationals with us.
Wow, that's really cool.
And she's hooked. She's not going back. Well, you can do both.
You don't want to do both. Get out of the woods. It's reckless.
So then Ani, I guess oh, sorry, you keep going.
It's crazy how fast like we got out of it too. Like we'll still go to a couple off-road races in a year, and like I can barely hit a log anymore. It's so bad.
Good.
If I can find a way around it, I will.
Me too. You know the way around it? Don't go to off-road races.
And he's just full moto now. We love it. So I guess now for your East Coast swing, what's your mechanic plans for all these rounds? Is it Dad as well, or are you going to get some more? Are you going to get some help from anyone else for these East ones?
We just show up and find whoever's there.
That's perfect.
Usually, so in Cold Lake, JC Sites was there, and he was able to help us, which he usually does, and it's awesome. He's been so great for us. So JC helped Kitty in Cold Lake, and then my dad was helping me and Téa, which wasn't so bad because he just had to sweep. But yeah, there's only one concrete start on the East Coast, so we'll have to figure something out.
Yeah, I get
I'll be
those dates.
patching gates with my camera.
We just show up and pray someone will help us.
That's wild.
Well, that's so good for
Yeah.
you. Well, we're stoked to talk to you and like excited for your East Coast swing. And like, obviously we hope you're going to be racing for a few more seasons, but like exciting to hear that you're going to go to school in the fall. And we can't wait to hear all these stories from these next races that you're going to, and especially going to the compound with the whole fam. Like that's going to be
And Minios will be sick.
yeah,
and
that's
all
going
that
to be a
whole
whole
trip.
story in itself.
I know.
That's
So
sick.
Ciel has her camera now, and Kitty's getting a GoPro. So I think we're gonna try and do like a big vlog day when we go.
Yeah,
that'd be
we need to
sick.
keeping up with the Fergusons vlog for sure. We need more
that
of
should
that.
start now. Like, let's start that now.
I think
East
we've
Coast
been definitely trying
vlog.
to get on the train for a while, but it's like we all show up to the track and we're like, oh, I can't video. This is just too much. Too much
Oh, you
work."
guys can video now. Every time I see you, I'm gonna be like, did you shoot the vlog? Did you shoot the vlog? Just talk to the camera. That's all you got to do. Once a day. Oh,
Once-
that would
yeah,
be sick.
well,
I'd be so down for that. I'd be so excited to watch it.
Yeah, our trailer gets pretty rowdy, so I think it'd be quite entertaining.
I bet. Do you guys watch like any like moto vlogs?
We do a little bit.
Do you watch
We're
Quinn?
mostly into like our girly vlogs, like
Like what?
keeping up with Kardashians and
Oh, good. Then you can just totally
just like
mirror
mimic
that.
what they do,
Yeah.
but like not really. Like do that moto style.
yeah.
What are you guys
Oh,
watching?
it's-
Like, are you guys on the YouTube or no?
Honestly, no. Like we're not really into any. We're definitely more outdoor people, I'd say. Like we don't watch YouTube. We don't play video games.
Oh wow.
In the winter, I'll maybe watch a bit of TV, but like even TV, we're not really into.
That's good.
I don't know. We're always busy with something.
Busy doing sports, and
That's
then
a good
you were
thing.
doing like some beadwork and stuff too. Are you doing that while you're on the road, or no?
Yeah, I do. So I actually sell it. Yeah, me and my mom got into doing our native beadwork, I think maybe 5 years ago. And it was only in like the past year or two I started selling it because I'm like, what do I do with all this stuff?
Oh, good
That's
for
So
you.
I sell the stuff I sell the most is probably poppies at Remembrance Day.
Oh, that's cool.
Little poppy pins. And then I make a lot of moccasins as well.
Oh wow, no way.
Oh, good for you.
It's like such a grandma hobby, but
That's a cool hobby
It's
though.
pretty
Frank.
fun.
Dude, yeah, and it's kind of like probably like a meditation in itself. And are you doing that on the road as well too, or is that just kind of like when you're at home, you have like everything set up at home?
I mostly do it on the road. Like in the summer, I'm just way too busy to do anything.
Dude, you
So I
gotta
just
start
pack in
this
the camper.
vlog. I want to see
Yeah,
these
we need a
moccasins.
vlog.
Moccasins
I'm
on
done.
the road.
You guys don't have a choice. I'm gonna need an East Coast vlog. We're gonna talk about this off air.
Yeah, tell us this. So what you're like beadworking and like making this while you're like in the car or like while camping. Like, give us a little insight into this.
So in the winter, I have a lot of free time because I'm mostly just working out when I'm at home. So most evenings, yeah, I'll like bead in my bed before I go to sleep. But in the summer, like I really can only do it on the drives to the races.
Oh wow, that's cool.
So I
Super
definitely
cool.
slow down my
art in the summertime, but in the winter I'm like full go all the time.
Oh, that's cool. What are you taking in university? Are you doing anything like artistic-y? Or no?
No, not at all. I'm just going into year 1 right now.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool. That's sweet.
So
I think
nothing too
they
exciting.
covered everything. That's interesting.
Yeah, no, thanks so much for your time, Ani. And like obviously, like same thing. Like I it always drives me nuts how like you guys kind of get blanketed as one. So like I'm stoked to like hear your personalities and see the differences. So yeah, we'll for sure have to do like a full deep dive episode at some point as well. So yeah, thanks so much for your time, dude.
Yeah, that was sick.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome to give the woman a voice, and I feel like we don't get a lot of public attention. So to have this broadcast and to have people get to know the girls is really awesome.
Oh no,
Yeah.
appreciate that. Yeah, you all deserve to get known because
They're all badass.
Yeah,
They're
and
so cool.
all these different personalities. Like there's so many like people that are watching and wanting to be involved. Maybe they don't ride, and like for them to relate to like somebody or one of you, like there's room for every different character. So yeah, we love like getting a little look into the lives and what's going on, and just like hearing what's up. So thanks so much, dude.
Kiana Kurtz out of Ontario is our next one up.
Great chat on the road. She's ripping around. She just, I think, how many hours is she away from our last round now?
She went from Cold Lake all the way down to Virginia for a Loretta,
USA.
America, Loretta qualifier.
Yeah.
Guess what?
What?
She got her ticket.
Yeah.
She's going to Loretta's
This
year.
This was a great chat. We got a little bit of insight into what was happening for the Canadian rounds and kind of where she's at next. So
Yeah, this is a good one.
Yeah.
Let's jump into it. What made you decide to come out west this year? Like this was your first time, obviously. How did that come together?
So I was doing a bit of riding over the winter. I just figured like if I was going for it, I was going for it all. So we got a lot going on this summer with like obviously Loretta's, and then I just do the whole series. So it's a lot of driving and everything, but I was just ready. I got school coming up too, so I was like, if I'm going for it, I'm going for it now.
because are you graduating this year and like going to like post-secondary right after then? Is that kind of what's going on?
Yeah, so I got grade 12 graduation next week, and then I'm going to take a gap year just to kind of figure a few things out because I'm not 100% sure what I want to do yet.
Heck yeah.
But then after that, obviously go to school and try and pursue my career.
Oh gosh, good for you. So
That's
not
awesome.
only are you just ripping around like a million miles, you're also graduating. So yeah, congrats on that.
That's sweet. Did you do homeschooling or were you like in a school?
I've been like in regular public school, and then I did a few like online courses this year.
Oh, sweet. How was that? Was that like, did that help with travel and stuff?
Yeah, it was just so like it wasn't like I could more so do it on my own pace instead of like being in class every day, which helped
sweet.
out a lot.
That's super sweet. How was like, so what did you do get up to in the winter? Go head down south? Did you do any racing? What was the winter like for you?
Yeah, so we did, at the end of last year, I did Ponca, which I think is like one of their, and Minios, which is like their fall nationals or whatever. And then I also decided to, like, I went to Texas and Florida to do their spring nationals. And once I started to kind of do all that and I started to see some results, that's when I just kind of decided, like, I want to do it all and see what I can do, kind of make a name for myself.
That's rad. What's been like, what race has been like the one that you've liked the most? Like what would be your...
Which one do you want to go back to next year?
I really like Daytona just because like I had a good race. Like I went down in the first corner and like still had a good charge up to third, which is pretty cool. But I'd say like the best event, biggest best event would probably be Minios, like just because it's so long and so much to do.
Yeah. It's fun too. It's like all the qualifying and stuff leading in. It's like a big event. That's sweet.
Yeah, and you got like Supercross, motocross, and then it's just like it's such a long week of racing with so much going on. Whereas like Daytona's just kind of like I think it's 2 days and then it's just over.
Yeah, for sure. What's where do you train down south in the winter? Like where are you staying? Like who you with? What's the deal there?
So like my Nana has just a place outside of Daytona, so sometimes we'll go there just for like usually March break. And then this year I also went down to Club 57 in Jacksonville. I was down there with Hannah.
Cool.
As well.
Oh, sweet. That's awesome. So, like, going down this winter, you didn't really know you were going to go west to race the Canadian Nationals, or you knew?
No, I didn't know quite yet. Like, we just made the decision kind of this year, making sure we could kind of get everything together. It's obviously, it was pretty hard to kind of, by the time you get everything over there and find the time, like my parents had to get off work and everything, it was a big, like, commitment, but we wanted to do it, so we figured it all out.
That's
so
awesome.
sweet.
Well, and this was kind of mentioned while we were not recording, but like, what's going on right now? Like, what are you physically doing at this moment? You're driving away from something.
We are driving home from Virginia. We were just at Lake Sugar Tree for the Loretta's Regional, and we got in 4th place, so we got the ticket.
Yeah,
We punched it. That's so sick. So, what's the plan? You're gonna hit up Deschambault, Walton, Loretta's, like all three, or what are we doing there?
Yeah, so we're still definitely going to need to figure it out because Deschambault is on Sunday, and I need to be at practice at Loretta's on Monday.
Yep.
So it's kind of a big commitment there. And then right back to, I did it last year, just Loretta's, then Transcan. So there's a few days in the middle, but if I do Deschambault, it's going to be a lot, but we're going to try and figure out the best we can.
Yeah. It's almost like you need 2 bikes. You need to have one at Deschambault and then the other one on the way down to Loretta's.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, and then
maybe
you fly.
send the trailer down there. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. We got to figure it out.
Jeez, that's a story in itself. That's wild.
Logistics. So at all these races, like whether it's like Canada or down in the US, what's your mechanic setup right now? Like
As of right now, well, I've been kind of like doing the bit by myself right now, to be honest, because like my dad's been working. Like even when we were out west, he flew home and I was there for the week by myself, and we had the electrical issue, so I was ripping the bike down and trying to figure it out as best as I could. And when we were out there, Priority actually helped us out a lot and was giving us like some spare parts and doing the best they could, so that was helpful. But I've been kind of doing a lot by myself, and then when my dad's there, he'll help me out.
Dude, that's so cool.
That's
yeah,
so cool.
we're asking all the girls that question because we're like, it's you guys are running like tight programs. Like it's not like you have all this like lavish stuff going on. So that's super rad to hear that you're the one you're tearing this down. You're trying to figure this out, and like shit happens. So yeah, good for you to be able to do this and grind this out.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, that's what we said. I was like, they were worried that they're like, we're never going to figure out what your bike is, because like my dad was going home, and I'm like, I will sit there and I will take everything apart on this bike until I figure it out. Like, I came all this way, I'm going to figure it out.
Oh, good for you. And you did. You got it going.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that was helpful with Priority there. They actually found out what it was. They tried in Calgary and nobody could figure out what it was, and then I kind of took it apart, and we found one thing that we thought it would be, and then it ended up not being that, and we actually fixed it at Cold Lake.
Oh,
No
shit.
way.
So was it like an electrical connection that ended up being just like rotten or something?
Yeah, the tip over sensor wire was like, it was zip tied in from factory, and it was so tight that it just rubbed through. So when we took the wiring harness apart, we undid all the zip ties and found a cut wire.
Oh,
So we had to do a whole new wiring
Oh my
harness.
God. And didn't find it until Cold Lake.
Whoa.
Yeah, we found that Friday at Cold Lake.
Oh shit. What a story.
Holy,
Well, good for you.
What a stressful week. Oh, man.
I know.
Dang, that's sick. That's like a cool BTS though.
Yeah.
So what's the plans for I guess the East? Like what's your expectations going in? We know there's gonna be a couple more girls, but now you're like going into a full season, bike's working good, everything. What's the expectations?
I'm definitely I'm pretty capable. I hope I'm capable of getting for sure top 5 like overall, and then I'm hoping to get a few podiums, and we're coming over to like my home tracks. Like Gopher's only an hour from me, as well as Walton and stuff, so I'm more familiar with those, and just going for it, seeing what I can do.
Oh, for sure. You're right up there for sure. Like it's time. It's gonna happen. That's sweet. I think that's it from our end.
Yeah.
Anything else?
I think that's all good. No, thanks so much we've got Peyton Belisle up next here.
BC kid all the way out in the east right now.
Yeah, and she's like northern BC. We missed her out west. We didn't get to see her at any of these west rounds. She's already far eastern Canada training for the East Coast.
Yeah, she got a head start. She headed east before the series even started. She's camping out at Gopher.
Yeah.
Traveling to Walton for practice days. Yeah.
What a cool story. Y'all are going to love this one.
All right. So we'll start it off with, where were you for the West? What's going on? What's the plans for the year?
Well, me and my dad drove down to the east instead, just to get some practice, like riding the sand for a bit. So we came down like mid-May, and then my dad flew home, so I'm down here by myself right now, and I've just been seeing it go for riding there quite a bit, and then taking some weekend trips to like different tracks, a few different provincial races, and just sleeping out of the back of my truck for a bit. So that's been pretty fun.
Oh, you're a
That
legend.
is so badass.
So Jay's not hanging out. Is he gonna come? Is he gonna come for the first round of East, or is he coming sooner?
Yeah, no, he'll be back, I think, like a couple days before St. Julie, and then we're gonna be doing like the whole series in the truck and the trailer. So I have a bed in the box of my truck, and then my dad will make a little bed in our little cargo trailer, and that's what our plan is for the East.
Dude, that's sick. What's the bed in the box of the truck? Like, do you have like a topper and then like a mattress set up, or is it like a legit like kind of like tent setup in there?
Well, we got a canopy put on the back of my truck, so I just have that, and then just like a little foamy and a sleeping bag.
That's so sick.
That's so awesome.
That's just like core moto as it gets right there.
So yeah, that's kind of what your travel plans are for the East then. So you're pulling your truck and cargo trailer, and you and your dad are doing the whole East swing then?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Riverglade
That's the
too?
plan. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. We did the math, and from my house, I think it's around like 70 hours. So we're pretty far from home, but I'm excited. I've never been there before, so I'm pretty excited.
Oh, we're going for lobster. This is more on a personal note, but we're going for lobster, bro. I'm taking you out. PB&J and J. We almost have Danika convinced to come out. So this is getting sidetracked. We're on a podcast here. So what did you get up to this winter? Like, I think I saw down south a little bit. What was that like?
That was a lot of fun. Like, yeah, I worked for the beginning half of the winter, just saved up all my money, and then I went down there for about 6 weeks, and then again I did that without my parents. It's the first time I've ever really done any dirt biking without my parents, so that was pretty like new experience, but it was a lot of fun.
Oh, that's so sick.
And where were you? Like California area?
Yeah, I went down to like Temecula, like Pala and Glen Helen, like all those tracks.
Badass. And were you like same thing? You were camping in the truck and then just hitting all the tracks and getting as much riding time in as possible?
For that one, I didn't actually drive down. I drove down with my auntie for the first 2 weeks, and then she left me down there. And then there's like the trainer I was staying at or training with. They just have like a house for the different riders, and I just stayed in there with a bunch of different people. So
oh, that's super
pretty
cool.
fun.
What was like your favorite track down there to ride?
I like them all. They're all pretty like fun. I really like the Paris track, but
Oh
it
yeah.
sounds like it's kind of like
It's over.
not quite as yeah. It's going downhill a little bit, but that one was really fun. And then also Kahia. I never rode that
Ooh, yeah.
until like this year, because I've been down there once before and I didn't go last time, but this time I went down. Kahia was a lot of fun.
That's a good one. Was it windy?
It was some of the days, but only like for 2 of the days I went there. The other days were pretty good.
Oh man, every time I've gone there, it's been so windy. I don't know what it is
Yeah.
there. Have you been there?
Yeah,
Is it windy?
Sometimes, yeah. Because it's kind of like top of the hill. You're pretty high elevation,
I
right?
feel like it's like a mini Calgary out there, but the track is sick.
So Peyton, what's been you're out east right now. You're at Gopher. Are you just a sand monster now? Like, are you just frothing for all these sand tracks, or like how are we feeling?
I'm still pretty nervous for the sand tracks. Like, it was definitely like a bit of a shock because I've rode Gopher once before
when I was still on little bikes.
Oh,
so
yeah.
it was a bit of a shock. Like, I still think I definitely prefer hard pack tracks. Like, I rode Walton today and yesterday, and that was pretty fun, like, just to get back into some ruts and stuff. But the sand tracks, like, I'm definitely warming up to them a bit, but it was a bit of a learning curve the first couple of weeks. I wasn't in love with the tracks, that's for sure, but I'm liking them a bit more now.
Yeah, that's cool to get some time on these tracks and just like get a little bit comfortable. Do you have any like expectations now, like heading into this series? Like, are you like setting any goals, or are you just kind of like open for whatever? Like, what do you kind of feeling moving into the East now?
I'm pretty open for whatever. Like, it's been like 2 years since I last raced the WMX, so I don't really have like a ton of expectations, just because I know like all the other girls have gotten so fast, and like it's pretty crazy, like the talent that's in the class now. So like I'd want to do well for sure, like hoping kind of around the top 10 area, but I'm not going to be disappointed because I just know, like, I know the competition that's in the class. So like I'm just happy to get to race against these girls and like have the opportunity to be down here and stuff.
Oh yeah, good for you. So while you're hitting all these rounds, we're just asking all the girls this because we kind of love this, and like I guess you've kind of been out there by yourself this whole time, but like what's your mechanic setup? Like what's going on for like bike work and stuff? Is that you? Do we have some like dad?
Yeah, it's been all me. Like my dad, when he was down here, was helping me a bit, but like we tried to set ourselves up with like everything, like spare tires, everything like that, like already. So then like nothing too crazy for me, but like, yeah, so far it's been all me, but I like it. I enjoy it. So it's been pretty fun.
Yeah. Kind of learning as you go and figuring out stuff.
Yeah.
That's sweet.
For sure.
That's sick. Are you riding with any of the boys? Like, is Dylan giving you any tips or anything down there? Or?
No, I haven't. They actually haven't been around too much, just because like the West just started and stuff.
Yeah.
I went to Walton like this weekend, and there was like a little school going on with Dylan Walsh, and that was pretty cool.
Oh, cool.
But other than that, that's really the only training like with anyone I've done. It's mostly just been on my own.
Oh, sweet. That's cool.
Yeah, I'm learning off Brandy a little bit too. I try and like watch her like in the sand, because she's unreal there. So it's cool.
I saw her at the GDR Media Day, and she just like she must ride that track every day. Like she knows every line of that track. It's pretty impressive. So it is cool that you have someone like to watch and ride with. Like she's going to be in your class, so that's cool.
Yeah, it's definitely fun for sure.
Is she staying there too?
Years, so.
Oh, really? Oh, so you guys are like friends. That's sweet.
Yeah, we've known each other for like I think 5 years or something. So like it wasn't like just meeting a brand new person, so that was good. But yeah, she stays with her mom in the trailer as well.
Oh, sweet. That's so sweet. So you guys are just probably just having the time of your lives. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
That's sweet. Dude, good for you. Well, we're stoked for this. And like, obviously we're stoked to see this East series start because we missed you out West. But that's kind of all we had for questions, and like, appreciate your time. Dang. What a delight those ladies are.
We got real lucky this year with a stacked class full of fast girls and great personalities.
Who would have known? WMX. A bunch of amazing personalities.
I think we knew.
Oh, we knew.
Oh, we knew. It's just maybe we need to people need to understand.
Yeah, we're stoked. We wanted to do this because we really want to spotlight these ladies. They deserve the spotlight. WMX deserves the spotlight. It's a sport that a lot of people want to know more about, and hopefully this is the first of many opportunities that we can just dive into these personalities a little bit. These racers, they're grinding out there. They're training. They're spending money. They're putting miles on. Like, these ladies are incredible.
Yep, they deserve all the spotlight. They deserve all the media coverage just as much as their male counterparts, because they're doing the same thing. They're doing it with minimal payout.
For sure. Yeah, this is at some point, hopefully they can get a little bit more from this. But yeah, definitely go follow all these ladies in the show notes. We'll have all their social handles, and follow along, keep up with them, and let us know who you'd want to hear from next. And if you like this, what you'd want to hear, questions, maybe like Like, what do you as a listener want to hear from these incredible athletes?
Yeah, definitely. Like, shoot us a DM. What do you want to hear? What do you want to know? Like, sometimes I just love hearing like what you guys ate during the week,
Yeah, I was
or
gonna say,
what you did. Like,
That's
I
so
just
weird.
love
In
hearing
my head,
that
I was
stuff.
like, snacks. I want to know
Yeah,
snacks.
like I want to know. Most of the time, I want to know snacks. Like other things, like
Yeah.
what else do you do for fun?
We didn't
like
even ask them about snacks. So yeah, we're gonna have to
we're gonna
dive
have
into
a
that.
whole other podcast
Yeah.
on snacks,
Snacks.
race day snacks, practice day snacks, nap snacks.
Send us your snacks. Send snacks.
This escalated to a snack podcast, but you've seen it
We're
coming.
changing the vibe.
Yeah. Bikes, berms, and snacks.
Well, thanks to all these ladies that jumped on this and called in, took time out of their schedule. They literally just like dialed out a piece for us. And thanks, Jess, and thanks to our listeners.
Thank you.
We'll be back soon. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
Bye.
Bye.